Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Abyssal Terrors run. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I'm very excited because I'm going to be trying out what I've heard from a lot of people is the most difficult character in the new expansion, the Captain. And reading the stats, I definitely believe it. The Captain gets extra XP for every empty item slot they have, every empty weapon slot they have, and double level up stats, so we get huge bonuses as we level up, but we need 3 times as much XP to level up. So if you have 2 weapons equipped, you level at the same rate as a normal character, because you'll have triple XP gain, but triple XP requirements. To balance out the double level stats, enemies get extra health and damage at the end of every wave, so at the end of the game, they will have double health and damage, which is massive. I don't really know what the best way to play this character is. If you leave empty weapon slots, how are you going to kill the powered up enemies? If you don't leave empty weapon slots, you're not going to be taking advantage of the levels, and then you're just playing a jack with no bonuses to damage or anything like that. So this character is going to be really difficult. I think that the way you have to play it probably is to roll aggressively with your first couple levels for bonus harvesting and relevant second and third level upgrades to really take advantage of the double level ups. So we're going to do that. I'm going to try out the new weapon, the Javelin, because Javelin has 10 damage with 100% melee scaling. It's a ranged weapon with melee scaling, which is kind of cool. And it has Pierce, and it has guaranteed criticals for 2.5x critical damage. So I think that this will help us DPS down the high health enemies more than anything else will. Already messed up because I made an attack that only hit one enemy there, and in these early waves, what? My shot went in exactly the wrong direction. Okay, I need to manually target here. Trying to get as much money as I can by manually targeting down groups of enemies, but I messed up in the early stages, so we should have probably like 4 or 5 more materials off the first wave. I'm definitely going to take the early harvesting. If we could get this to 20, that will help out a lot. And then let's roll. Roll again. Still not finding more javelins. How are we this unlucky? We'll roll again. I'll lock plant. I think this character will need the regeneration. And then I'll roll one more time. Gentle alien, I think we're actually going to avoid. I think that the increased enemy spawns will be too difficult for this character. And we're just going to get all our money from harvesting anyways. And then I will roll one more time to try to find another javelin, which we did. Lock a coupon. I think I'm going to combine to a level 2 javelin here because I think that won't decrease our clear speed that much as long as I can line up the enemies for good attacks here. So just like manually targeting down groups because it doesn't take me that many more attacks to kill a group of enemies with the level 2 javelin. And nice, we did get a crate there. Let's see if we can kill this other tree as well. Didn't get a second crate, but got 60 materials off the second wave, which is pretty good. Losing luck, super painful for this character, because it's so important to get the improved level ups, but I think we need the regeneration. 16 harvesting, definitely great. And then, do I just take 10 attack speed? I could also roll to try to get more harvesting or luck early, which I think we kind of have to do. So I will do that, and I will take another 10 harvesting. My goal here is just to get to like 50, 60 harvesting early and use that as we add more weapons to try to maintain our XP gain. I'm going to... Oh, I shouldn't have bought the coupon, actually. I should have rolled for more javelins. I forgot it was only the wave 2 shop. Let's keep rolling, and... Okay, we got a level 2 javelin. That's nice. So we'll lock that and go to wave 3. Got 2 weapons in my inventory. I think we can stay on 2 for a while, so I'll probably just combine to the level 3 weapon. Especially if I find a like high level attack speed level up. Right now I'm getting XP at the same rate, or getting levels at the same rate a normal character is. Something I should think about probably before next wave, because I think that's when the curse aliens spawn, is do we want curse on this character? Because the curse will increase the enemy stats, and that will stack with the increased enemy stats from the captain. That seems really dangerous, so I might not want to do that. Losing a melee damage is pretty painful. Peaceful Bee is a very good item, though. do I want to just boost my harvesting even more with it? I think I'm actually going to roll past the Peaceful Bee, something that I almost never do, because I'm really want to boost my weapon levels, and so I just need to roll while we're guaranteed to see weapons in the shop to try to get more javelins. Then I'm going to combine, and we'll go to 3 weapons here, and we can accept that we've got an XP penalty compared to other characters, because we should at least be maintaining our wave clear. Was hoping to stay on 2 weapons up until wave 7, 8. Nah, probably like wave 6 is when we would want to go to 3 weapons. It's also possible that the right way to play the captain is just to completely ignore his XP gain thing and just not use it at all. Killing the curse alien there for some curse. I guess if the curse aliens are, if the curse enemies are really dangerous, then maybe I shouldn't get curse, but I think it'll be fine. I'll take 8 melee damage here, and we'll take 16 harvesting. That's the last economy item I'm gonna buy. Do I actually want to decrease the number of enemies on the field? Like, I could take Candle. 10% fewer enemies would make it easier to kill the higher health enemies. Obviously, it brutalizes your economy to take these items. But maybe this character wants to do it. I think that's getting too clever with it. We'll just play the character like a good, normal character. Take another Javelin. I don't really want to buy Crit Chance because these have guaranteed critical hit, so we'll skip on Insanity. I will buy things like Hunting Trophy or Tentacle, though, that trigger off of critical hits, because these have guaranteed critical hits. Take the Tree, of course, and the Lumberjack shirt we will lock. I'm going to roll once more because we are guaranteed to see a weapon in the shop, so we'll lock the Lemonade. Combine. I think I'm going to go to 2 level 3 Javelins for wave 5. But we are going to have to find a 3rd weapon pretty soon. Because I think wave 6 is when I would have wanted to go up to 3 weapons. We had a brief interlude in an earlier wave with 3 weapons, but this seems okay. I definitely need some attack speed. I need... if we can get some XP gain, something really good with XP gain to offset the XP penalties that we're taking, then that would be nice as well. XP gain items are less efficient for the characters with increased XP requirements, but still probably good for the captain because our levels are so valuable. Very happy to take 20% attack speed there. Buy both of these weapons and roll. Another level 3 Javelin I will definitely take. Can I afford to take Bag and the Javelin? I cannot. We have negative luck. So I think I'm going to take the Javelin, I'll lock the Bag, I'll roll once more, lock a level 2 Javelin. Do I want to go to a level 4? Can we get greedy with it and try to get an extra level up? I think we can. Let's go ahead and go to a level 4 Javelin, keep this level 2 locked, and we'll just try to get greedy with the level 4 Javelin. Since I got an attack speed upgrade and we have the level 4, let me check the stats on that thing. Okay, every second projectile has an automatic crit. So basically, if I get a little bit of attack speed, we'll get a lot of critical hits. Sort of the equivalent of just having 50% critical chance by default. But it's guaranteed, so it's a smoother progression of critical hits, like you know you're going to get some. Okay, so that blobfish exploded for 8 projectiles, even though it wasn't cursed. So did that one. Oh, I wonder if it's because of a ranged melee thing. So some enemies behave differently with ranged and melee weapons. The Javelin is a ranged weapon, so maybe they explode for 8 when you kill them with a ranged weapon, and 6 with a melee. Worth testing out. Definitely going to take armor here. We have no armor. We need defensive stats, so we'll grab that. And then I'm going to reroll, try to get a higher level upgrade here. Definitely just going to take the melee damage. Going to go to 3 weapons for wave 7. Clockwork Wasp. I do want movement speed, but I think we have to just focus on damage stats, so I'm going to pass on it. I will take the Tentacle. That's good healing for us. And then I'll roll again. And, ooh, do I go to 4 weapons and sacrifice XP gain? because they're all different levels. We've got the perfect rainbow. I think I can't afford to like not be improving my weapon levels, so it does cost me XP to do it this way, and we have no XP gain increase items, but I think that's all right. All right, so I need some max HP. I need probably more armor. I need the fact that we got no luck, even though I said you know, I'm going to prioritize luck for this character, does feel a little bad. We've in fact just reduced our luck. At least we're still clearing the wave reasonably efficiently, but if every hit I take is so much damage. Oh, I wonder if because I have 4 weapons equipped, and maybe I intend to go back down to 3 weapons, if I should be avoiding picking up materials, banking them, and then they're worth more experience if I pick them up next wave. If I go back down to 3 weapons. That's an interesting strategy, maybe. And it's possible that you need to, like, do that in order to win with this character. Definitely taking the damage. We don't have any damage. I've got to take attack speed. I want the melee damage, but attack speed is so important to this character. I don't think I can afford to take the celery tea. I want increased XP gain really bad. Doubling enemy health when they already have... So this would give enemies plus 130% HP for this next wave. And plus 30% damage. I don't know if we can afford to do that. Gonna take the Gentle Alien now, though, because we are starting to clear a little better, so we'll grab Gentle Alien. I think I've got to pass on the celery tea. I think it's just too dangerous for this character. I'll take the defective steroids. I will roll a Peaceful Bee at this point. Cost me 1 of my 25 melee damage and starts building dodge, so I think that's okay. Spicy Sauce will never be enough damage, and the 3 max HP just doesn't seem that good. I will buy a Javelin. We have negative luck, so the Pearl doesn't do anything. I kind of like this item. I want to try to get it to work, but it seems really inefficient for the cost, because you get a pretty small amount of damage, unless you have a lot of luck. If we had, like, the 30-40 luck that I wished I had at this point, then I would try the Pearl out. Roll again, and take another Gentle Alien, I guess, and lock a Cyclops Worm. Jelly is only plus 1 HP, so we're not going to take that. It's too expensive. And then I'm going to go to 4 weapons. Can I go down to 3 weapons for wave 8? Let's try it. I think we're going to stay on 3 here, because I do want to gain some XP. And we have some level 3 and 4 weapons, so it's not like... we only have 3 weapons, but it's not like we've got 3 terrible weapons. The Javelin feels like a very strong weapon, by the way. We're still killing these super-powered enemies relatively easily. So, and it's not that expensive. It's a primitive weapon, which obviously doesn't mean that much to the captain right now because we don't have our full weapon tag online, but is going to be really important for other characters. So the Javelin feels like it's just going to be an absolute mainstay for a lot of characters that can start with it or just use it. It also feels like you can just mix and match it with spears, because they have basically the same animation and effect, and get a really powerful primitive weapon setup. Book is 1 regeneration if we find fairy or 5 materials. I'm going to recycle it, because we haven't found a fairy yet. 18% dodge is a lot of dodge, so we'll take that. We can get to dodge cap pretty soon. Flamethrower is kind of interesting. I could maybe use this to maximize my lifesteal if I had lifesteal, but we don't. Snail will make it easier to dodge enemy projectiles, especially if I get some movement speed, so we'll do that. Ooh, a Cursed Javelin. Okay. So the Cursed Javelin seems really good. Let's buy that. We'll take the Tentacle. And I'm going to roll again. A Black Belt costs me even more luck. But maybe we're just the negative luck captain. Not the direction I thought I was going to go, but I think the XP gain's really important for this character. We're level 11 now, so XP gain is starting to fall off, but still pretty useful. Do I combine to a level 4 and a cursed level 2 at this point? The Wow, the cursed weapon is just better than the level 4. Oh, hey, it has the same... So the javelin, when it's cursed, the projectile critical hit is more frequent. Because it's every third on the cursed level 2, and every third on the level 3. And it was every fourth on the normal level 2. So I guess if you get a cursed level 4, it crits every shot. That's kind of cool. I'm going to lock the mushroom. I do need more regeneration. Basically, I'm just making the decision about whether to go to 3 weapons. I think now that I've got the black belt, I'm going to stay on 4 weapons. I'm getting really nervous about our ability to actually clear these waves. Maybe I'm just not getting greedy enough for this character, and you just need to sort of play on the edge a little longer. It's also very possible that the right way to play this character is to simply ignore its special effect, and just get 6 weapons as quickly as possible like you would on any other character, and just go for clear speed. Basically play it like a percent run. But for now, we're going to try to use its actual effect. $35 HP with 4 armor at this point is feeling pretty precarious, because enemies do a ton of damage. Cursed enemies are spawning, so they'll do a ton of damage. At least making decent money per wave. Definitely taking the head injury here, and... Do I just take 12 max HP or 4 more armor? Or do I roll for a more offensive stat? I think I'm going to just take 4 more armor. Try to reduce the incoming damage a bit more. Take the mushroom and the leather vest. I'm not going to take the level 1 spear, because I think I'm going to try to stay on 4 weapons for a bit. Ooh, a cursed hand. So that would be a really nice one. It gives you 5 harvesting just for having it. On another character where we weren't punished for having filled inventory slots, I would take it for sure. Sadly, if I take this javelin, it means I'm not getting a cursed leveled javelin, right? What if I lock the javelin and buy the bean teacher this wave? Because I can't buy both. I don't have... Do I have the regeneration to support Weird Ghost? We've got 9 regen and a tentacle with a bunch of guaranteed criticals. I think I will try the Weird Ghost. Silver Bullet is huge. Lure also huge. I feel like Bone Dice is a pretty bad item, honestly, so I'm going to pass on that. Alright, so I need to not die while we regen off the Weird Ghost, but it's efficient HP. And the double tentacle helps us heal pretty quick. Would love to see Hunting Trophy. 5 weapons is a bit much, but we do have the Bean Teacher and the Black Belt kind of offsetting that. So it's sort of like, with our 5 weapon inventory, it's basically the same as if we had 3.5 weapons equipped, because we have the Bean Teacher and the Black Belt. So we're still making okay levels. Don't know if I want to kill that blobfish and let the lampreys spawn, so I'm just going to avoid it, because I'm pretty sure that's what spawns the lampreys, is killing the blobfish. I killed it right at the end, because I wanted to go kill that curse alien. Alright, 529. It seems like in this map, by the way, wave 10 is the farming wave, as opposed to wave 9. You always get good money on wave 10, it seems like, in this map. Take the defective steroids. Excuse me, and then I'm going to take 30% attack speed, which is huge. We're going to re-roll this. Even with negative luck, I think we can do better than all these level 1s. And I'll take the melee damage over the luck. I think at this point, we're just giving up on luck and going for maximum damage. Alright, let's buy the javelin, buy the silver bullet. I guess we can buy the hunting trophy and the lure. Alright, we can just afford the whole shop. Very awesome. Great find for us. Javelin, of course, great as well. Spyglass will reduce reroll price by 25%. I don't know how quickly this pays for itself. I'll give it a shot. Currently, it doesn't do anything for us. Do I want to combine and at least not totally sacrifice my XP? I think I do. So we'll go to a level 4 Javelin. this level 2 I can combine with the cursed one, and then combine that with the level 3 to make a level 4 cursed javelin, which I might do before we fight the elite, or I might just go up to 6 weapons so that we can try to kill the elite quicker. Cursed weapons make what you combine really interesting. Hunting trophy, obviously an awesome find for this character, since we have, well, for the javelin at least, since we have the guaranteed criticals. Go kill this loot alien if we can. Kill that tree. It does seem like rolling aggressively for early harvesting is the way to go. So that guy, like, gets buffed after a certain amount of time, maybe? I don't know. I still haven't figured out what enemy is producing the buffs in this mode, because it seems like the individual enemies sometimes eat a buff. But I haven't yet quite figured out which enemy is producing that buff for them, or if it's like a random chance thing, or something else entirely. +1 regen when we level up, but we lose 3% attack speed and pickup radius. Pickup radius loss is a little painful because a lot of our healing does come from consumables, but and we probably won't get more than like 3-4 regen out of it, but I think it's still worth it. I'm gonna recycle the dynamite. Oh, I should have picked the dynamite because we have a fairy locked in the shop. Totally forgot about that. So I should have picked that for the regen. Take the coupon though. Here, 8 regeneration could help stack the fairy really high, but I'm just going to take 6 armor because I'm quite worried about our survivability, so I want to boost my armor as much as possible. We will take this. I will take the fairy. I'll take the goat skull. I don't care about losing crit chance. And I'm not going to take alloy because I don't care about gaining crit chance. Butterfly is lifesteal, which we don't really need, but it's a cursed item, which is good, and a unique for fairy. So I think it's worth buying. Just barely, not amazing, but not bad for us. I'll take the gentle alien and roll. I'll definitely take a scar for XP gain as well as the fairy buff. So we have 30 regen, not bad. All right, so let's take a look at our level 2 javelin does 141. The level 1 does just about half that. And the level 3, yeah. So I'm gonna combine this, and then I think I'm gonna combine up to a level 4 cursed. I think that does more damage than just having more weapons. So this has 172. Oh, with a 100% chance to crit for 3.7 times. So that's going to be a huge amount of damage. So we should hopefully be able to kill the elite, especially because we have silver bullet. So this is going to be my plan is to kill the elite really, really fast with these guaranteed critical hits. What the heck? What a ridiculous pattern. Okay, well, we killed it. That elite fires so many bullets. At least we made it through the elite. I think this is the way you have to play this character, is to roll hyper aggro roll for early harvesting. Get that harvesting to set you up to continue to gain levels even as you add more weapons. And then greed a little bit once your weapons are strong enough to get more XP gain. So we're going to try that out. And hopefully we can continue to go here. Got a level, which is nice. 600 materials, also nice. Losing armor at the end of a wave. So we get 20 damage, 20 attack speed, but we lose 1 armor at the end of every wave. Would I take 20 damage, 20 attack speed, -3 regen for the fairy, and -7 armor? I think Ashes is terrible. This item just seems really bad. I don't really care about the range at all. I mean, it's not totally useless, but unless you get this right at the end of the game, this item just seems really awful. And the damage and attack speed buff is not even that good for a level 4 item. So this is unfortunate. I wish we'd gotten a relevant level 4 item, but we're just going to recycle that. Let's reroll this. I think we can do better. Of course, we get 14 crit chance, but I'll just take 8 melee damage. A cursed Peaceful Bee is 7% dodge, which is great. So we'll take that. We'll take the percent damage and roll. Community support is a lot of attack speed for -2 armor. I mean, compare this to the Ashes. We get probably like plus 50% attack speed from community support. And it only costs us 2 armor, not like 10. I'll definitely take Corrupted Shard, community support, and Blindfold. Blindfold is just for the dodge chance, because I'm getting close to dodge cap, so we can probably make that happen. Gotta drink some water. Gotta stay hydrated when you're under the ocean. Mutation. You know, I don't dive or anything, but it just occurred to me that probably that's true, and divers have to bring water down when they're diving. I don't know if any of you are deep sea divers. Let me know. Mutation is basically no value, but we get 1 regen out of it for 42 materials. I think that's not worth it, so I'm just going to re-roll here. Cursed Mastery, awesome. Definitely taking that. We just need all the damage we can get, so we're happy to grab that. We'll take the Javelin here. Shackles I will grab as well. While we don't care that much about the range, it's not bad. And I think we're not worried about our move speed. We're just going to try to one-shot everything with our high-level Javelins, so that's the plan. I think at this point in the game, we're level 16. I probably can just go ahead and go to 6 weapons, rather than worry about the XP gain stuff from the captain at all. So I'm just gonna leave 2 level 1 javelins in my inventory. Maybe that's a mistake, and we're supposed to continue to buy more javelins, or continue to leave empty slots. Obviously, we're supposed to continue to buy more javelins. The guaranteed critical hit from the Cursed Javelin is so powerful because it makes our hunting trophies and tentacles really good, but also obviously does a ton of damage. Would love to hit dodge cap soon, because I am very worried about our defensive stats. We only have 46 HP, and this character at this point, although we have a lot of armor, not even enough that we won't get, like, 2-shot, I think. So we do have to just be very careful. Let me manually target down that tree in case we can get a crate out of it. Losing 4 attack speed, obviously painful, but we have only 55% damage, so we want more of that. I'll take the Terrified Onion here. We're just not building luck. And the move speed is nice. We're about to buy Shackles, so that'll lock us at 0 move speed instead. And, of course, we get a regeneration out of it as well. We'll just take the level 3 upgrade. Melee damage is actually the stat we need least of these 3, but it's a level 3 upgrade, so we're just going to take it. Here, I'm going to grab the wings. This gives me range, which isn't terrible. I did say that range doesn't matter that much, but it's not terrible for this character. But that'll cap me at 10% move speed, which is much more comfortable. Then we'll take the injection. It does cost me 2 HP, which I do need more of. Ooh, okay, so the Goblet, 15% chance to just heal 1 when killing an enemy. And it costs me 2 regeneration. That seems totally fine. We'll take that. It kind of stacks reasonably well with Tentacle as well, because these are probably independent chances. So you can heal 2 HP off of 1 enemy with the Goblet and the Tentacle. And I will lock Padding, because Padding was buffed. It no longer costs you move speed. I will probably skip Padding a lot out of habit, because I keep seeing it and then thinking it's just a trash item. But it no longer is, and we actually really want the HP. So even for 104, I'll take it, because it gives me 3 HP here, and then also gives me the HP later on. That Cursed Walrus takes a lot of damage, even from our guaranteed crits, so I am worried about our damage output again. But we do 1,000 damage with the Cursed Javelin. Cursed Walrus, of course, is my other musical group, in addition to all the ones from Baldur's Gate. Cursed Walrus is my punk band. Would have really liked some more geckos and stuff like that because we're having trouble picking up all the materials this wave. It's okay because we have 130 harvesting, so we're still making good money. And we only left 31 on the ground. It's not like we left a ton of materials, but it would be nice to have more. Metal, of course, awesome. It's a lot of stats that we want, so we'll grab it. And then here, do I want 12 HP or 4 armor? I'm going to take the armor here because we're about to get a little more HP. 4 armor is just a lot, so I'm going to pick that up. Armor, basically, the break-even point for armor is about 50 health, where armor becomes more efficient per point than health. So we're at about 50 health, and so we get 4 armor. Pumpkin, I feel like, has got to be good for this character, right? Because, oh yeah, the javelins have pierce, and they lose 25% per pierce. So we're definitely taking Pumpkin. That's just going to massively improve the damage of our javelins as they pierce through multiple enemies. We'll take this. Alien Baby, 10% enemy health. Well, enemies already have plus, what's that, 65% health? So this would just be 10% on top of that for 15 HP. Maybe this is an Alien Baby game. It will make it easier for me to not just get one-tapped by enemies, the elite, but it'll also make it slower to kill it. I think I'm going to pass on it, but that might be wrong. I don't yet know how to evaluate that item. Let's go ahead and buy another javelin here. We're just going to go up to 6 weapons for the rest of the run, I think. And then we will roll again. Another pumpkin, definitely going to pick that up. And we can get that and the javelin level as well. Spicy sauce, I will pass on. I might buy it, but I'm not going to lock it with 55 HP. I think we want lower HP and just more armor and damage on this character, so we're just going to go with that as our plan. Alright, I didn't really get to see what that elite did because we have a cursed level 4 javelin, which just obliterated it. I will say that curse as a mechanic, I feel like leads to that a lot, where if you roll randomly into a cursed weapon in a relevant type, or a powerful cursed item, like, you know, if we had a cursed fairy, oh gosh, that was a lot of lampreys, I need to be really careful. Just spawned a bunch more by killing that other blobfish as well. I still need to pay, even though we do a ton of damage, I still really need to pay attention to what I'm doing, because enemies hit so hard at this point in the game. But Curse, I feel like, is going to be kind of a binary mechanic, where if you roll into a really powerful cursed item, then it just instantly wins the run for you. And that, I don't know if that's going to be that fun as a mechanic. I'm looking forward to seeing how Curse plays out, because it's really cool. I really love it. But it might end up being where some runs are just not winnable unless you get a really powerful early cursed roll with a low percentage chance, which I don't like. I'll have to see sort of where I fall on it after much more experience with the expansion. We'll take the Ugly Tooth. It's 1 regeneration. The enemy slowing isn't horrible, but it isn't amazing, but isn't horrible. Diploma, yeah, we'll take 100% XP gain for -1 HP. It does cost me 3 regeneration, which is pretty bad, but the more curse is also good. Take this. I will buy the beanie, I guess. That's just putting us over speed cap, but it lets me take items that reduce my speed, and it gives me a regen. I'll take the bat to bring our lifesteal back to positive and give us a regen as well, but we're not taking celery tea. I will definitely upgrade my javelins. We'll take a claw tree and reroll. We will not take ball and chain. Our weapons attack faster than the minimum, so we're not going to grab that. We're definitely not leveling up enough through the rest of the game, since we're going with 6 weapons. Even though I did just get the cursed diploma, I don't think the baby squid is going to be worth it. So we'll pass on that. Cursed rocket launcher. Very interesting. We don't have any range damage, actually, with -4 ranged damage. But it's 7 curse, and it's an explosive shot for 132. I think it's still just worse than our javelins. So even though it's a cursed rocket launcher, so we're going to pass on that. I'll take the treasure map. I will combine to a level 4 by a level 1. I'm not going to reroll for 33. Let's go to the next wave. I'd like to get like 10, 15 more HP, something like that. finish around 80 if we can, but mostly I'm just going to try to buy as much armor as possible at this point. We have really good regeneration, so armor's really efficient for us because not only does it increase our ability to tank hits, it multiplies the value of our regeneration, because as we have more and more armor, we'll regenerate faster from any hit that we take. So both HP and armor are good for us here, of course, but I'm going to prioritize armor a little more at this point. I'm killing a lot of these curse aliens. Can we... I didn't quite manage to kill that tower, that's fine. I'll take the gambling token. It does cost me 1 armor, but it's going to help us get to dodge cap, which is similar to armor in that it's very powerfully multiplicative with our regeneration. I'll take the 6 armor over the 12 dodge, I think, even though this would get us to dodge cap, and dodge is really valuable as we continue to get more of it. This is just a level 3 upgrade, so we're going to grab that. Take this, and this, and this for sure. The bat, I'm going to pass on. A weird ghost, a cursed weird ghost. Anvil, obviously, really good, even this late. The upgraded weapons are really nice. I'll take the Schmoop here. That's 10 regen, 10 HP, and 4 regen. Weird Ghost Cursed for 6 HP is really awesome, but I don't think we want it. So the Anvil, when entering a shop, so we're going to do wave 17. We will then buy the Anvil in the wave 18 shop, and then get 2 weapon upgrades from it. That's still worth it, even really late in the game. So we're going to buy the Anvil. Basically, 2 weapon upgrades is worth more than 300 materials for us, so be happy to do that. We've got the bonus damage to elite from the silver bullet is really critical to this character. I will say I think we've run over par in terms of what we found. Obviously, we found a cursed javelin, which is huge. But also, we got early harvesting without having to spend too much on rolling for it. And we also managed to find that silver bullet, which is letting us kill these elites much faster, even through their increased HP. So I think this run is a little better than average for the captain. I do hope that we can find that this strategy will work as a consistent strategy, and when I do my class guide for the captain, this is the one that I'm going to be using. Medkit, I guess we lose 3 regeneration because of the fairy, but we still get 10 regeneration from it, so this is a huge amount of healing. I don't have any explosion size, so we're recycling this, and yep, we'll just keep taking armor. I just need to not get one shot at this point, because we do enough damage. Take the Anvil, I'll take the Alien Tongue. Hunting Trophy will probably pay for itself, even in only 2 waves, so I'm going to buy it. I could sell the level 1 Javelin, buy the level 3 Spear, then my Anvil is more likely to just level an important weapon, but I think we'll just pass on that. This level 1 Javelin's fine. I'm not going to buy XP gain, we don't need it. Not going to buy blood donation, we don't need that this late. Roll again. Feather, 3% dodge. We don't care about losing XP gain, so 3 dodge and a regen I will take. Black Flag, +1 material when you kill a cursed enemy. So kind of another hunting trophy for us, because we have a lot of curse. Extra enemies, extra enemy health and damage. I think we're going to pass on the Black Flag. It's sort of painful to do that, but we would only get it on wave 19. So like we would get it for wave 19. So there's just not a likelihood that we kill 185 cursed enemies on a single wave to let it pay for itself. Oops. Alright, so we are, despite the incredible amount of damage my weapons output, we are still sometimes just not killing enemies. Their health is ridiculous. This is the problem that I was talking about earlier, where we have a lot of curse, And I think that stacks multiplicatively with the captain's buff. So or at least it seems like it is. So the cursed enemies have truly nonsensical amounts of health. Luckily, our dodge and armor is high enough that we are able to tank through most of what the enemies are doing, but we're not killing them as fast as I would like, given how absurdly overpowered our weapon set is. I'll take more melee damage here. Sunken Bell, this can give us an emergency button, but it's only 1,000 damage, which doesn't seem like that much for us, actually. Definitely taking the missile, though. The percent damage is huge. Maybe for 1,100 damage, the Sunken Bell is good. I guess it can maybe protect us, so I'll buy that. I will pass on the lens. 1 regen for 66 just doesn't seem that good. First Scar, kind of nice. Let's take the helmet for sure. We want more armor and regen. Cursed Scar would be kind of nice to get if we got it earlier, but on only wave 19, I don't think we're going to get another level. I don't think there's actually a way to see your level progress, is there? Because if we were close to another level, maybe the Scar could tip us over the edge. It's amazing how many things, even after hundreds of hours in this game, I'll take a look at something and be like, I don't actually remember how that works. I'm still learning stuff. Definitely going to buy a leveled up Javelin. The fishhook would be awesome here if we had gotten it earlier, because we could have guaranteed some more cursed Javelins. But we'll go to a level 3 Javelin. This will get us a level 4 with the Anvil, which is nice going into the endgame. I have to say that, you know, I mentioned this already, but I think we are running over par here because we found, like, Fairy, we found some good economy items. We did not have to roll that hard for harvesting in the early levels, so we were able to level up our weapons a little more early on. But I do think that Javelin is the right weapon for this character. This feels very good. And the guaranteed criticals are awesome for clearing enemies, especially because you don't have to buy critical chance to get that guaranteed critical damage. And it enables all the critical items without having to spend a single point on crit chance. So we're benefiting from all the things like hunting trophy and everything like that without having to put any investment into it, which is awesome. Yeah, we'll just take 8 melee damage. I just want to kill the bosses as quickly as possible. I will go over dodge cap. That will help out. The Cursed Fist for 282 damage. Level 1 fist is so good. What the heck? But I guess we just have 91 melee damage that's boosting it. Let's roll here, roll again. I will take the cake, it's just regen and health. Tree could maybe give us a fruit. Hedgehog is melee damage and regen, so we'll grab that. Medical turret, a cursed medical turret. This heals a lot. I don't know if it's enough for us to care about it. But it's probably better to grab that and the tentacle than most other stuff that we would roll into. The small fish is going to be awesome. This is just plus 10% damage for a big chunk of the wave. It does cost me 3% attack speed, but it seems quite good to me. Roll again. Level 1 Javelin, or level 2 Javelin doesn't do anything. The level 3 Brick, we could maybe use the Brick for the boss fight, but I think we're fine. We'll just take the Hedgehog and then roll again. Cursed Scared Sausage. So this doesn't increase the percent chance of the burning happening, but it, I guess, increases the damage of the burning. Yeah. We have negative elemental damage, and 6 times 2 is still a lot, so that's pretty good. But that's it. Let's see if we can kill the bosses and beat the hardest character in the expansion, the Captain. Let's go. Wave 20. Alright. So I'm focusing the bosses. They do fire reams of projectiles, these bosses. They are very much more aggressive than the other bosses. It feels harder to fight these with melee weapons also, because they have so many more attack patterns that want you to move away from them. than the default bosses. So interesting how the boss patterns are going to change how the game works. But we made it. We have defeated the captain on, first try. Not bad. And we unlocked the captain's sword. This is another naval weapon. Cool. Gives us curse, and it's a blade. It's nice that there's more blades in the game. 100% curse damage scaling, and deals extra damage for every free weapon slot you have. Honestly, I think you can ignore the extra damage. This just seems like a very solid weapon if you're going for naval. And blade weapon tag isn't bad if you can actually get it working. So Captain Sword seems like an okay weapon. I don't know how many characters are going to swap to it, but if you're doing a naval weapons run, it's going to be pretty good. Let's take a look at our stats here. We got coupons. Those saved us 658. The bag, obviously, was awesome. Even with negative 20 luck, the bag still gave us 285. Tentacles healed for 93, which is really good. The hunting trophies were all stars with the javelins. Obviously, an incredible combination. The fairy was giving us plus 23 regeneration, which is a lot. Not actually as much of, as big a percentage of our regen as you might think, because we ended up with a lot of regeneration. All the cursed items were really good, so we ended over dodge cap, 32 armor, and at 87 health, which was also quite nice. Basically, I think the strategy for this character is to roll for early harvesting, early luck, which we didn't end up doing, but it was probably helpful. And then hard commit into damage for the mid game so that you can keep up with the enemy incoming damage. Hopefully that works for you if you have been struggling to get the captain working. All right, my friends, I hope that you enjoyed this look at the captain. We'll be back with more of the new characters shortly. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a comment, hit like, and of course you can subscribe to my channel for more Brotato Abyssal Terrors and other strategy game analysis. Cheers, my friends. I'll catch you next time.